Hello, guys, and welcome back to Culture Trading Hub. I'm super excited, and I'm excited because we redid the even odd again. But now we have gotten the right edge against the market. So, in this full episode, we are going to discuss how you can be able to use even odd strategy to your advantage. Remember, you always at a disadvantage when it comes to even odd because you only have a 50% win rate because it's either you win 50% of the time and lose 50% of the time because it is basically like a coin flip. So it will either turn out, the result will either be even or odd, but that is about to change. Even if the results is basically even and odd, then we have a way that you can be able to at least twist these results to your favor. So make sure you go ahead and watch this video to the end to make sure you understand everything. This one happened in a live class, so it is important to follow it up so that if you'll be willing to join the next class, you will be able to follow up quite smoothly. So without much further ado, I want us to dive right straight into it. And guys, you can see we have merchandise. So what do you think? Is it good? Should we change? What do you think about it? Yeah, this merchandise is coming your way. Yeah, very soon enough, you'll be having it. So, anyway, guys, by the way, we are at 3.5k subscribers. So, consider subscribing. Let us get to 5k first, then to 10k. Remember, that is our goal. And I'll be super excited when we get there. So, without much further ado, let us dive straight into it and make sure again if you want to understand everything that happened on this particular episode, you watch the video to the end. Let us dive straight into it. We want to understand even odd markets. So now, even odd is like what we call the games we used to play as kids called coin flips. Coin flips. So in this case, what is your percentage win rate? Because the outcome can either be even or odd at any given point in time. So if I trade with a robot, I know that in average I should win 50% of the time. So I should win 50% of the time, and I might experience a loss of the account or on the trades 50% of the time. So this is the basis that we need to have. From there, now we need to come up with a strategy that is going to help us try to increase our chances of winning. So we are trying to get a higher percentage than 50%. Because remember, if I'm staking with a stake of, let's say, something like 2 USD, my payout is always less. So I'm always at a disadvantage compared to Deriv. So even if I win 50% of the time, by the time I'm taking, let's say, some 10 runs, if I take 10 runs, then 5 runs I win, and then the rest of the 5 runs I lose, I will end up being on the loss. My account will be at a loss, even if I have won the trade 5 times and only lost 5 times. So we are trying to increase our winning percentage from 50%. Just if we can take it to something like 60% or 70%, it might be good. We might have what we call an edge over the market. So I have two main robots on even odd. And I had a video that I did on even odd. And I really don't know if people ever watched it. But for the sake of those people who are here, let me explain it. Because I believe if I explain it, you're going to get the concept better. So now, um, so I look for the even odd. Where is that? So I have the even odd and the even odd version 2, the even odd auto switch. So we want to try and load an even odd robot on our Deriv platform. So These ones are quite. So I'm going to change from Deriv trader, Deriv bots. Then so I withdrew the money on this account. I made a withdrawal. So I'll still show you how basically you can go through the withdrawal process. Anyway, uh, we are going to load that robot. So I don't know where it is. Let me see the location. Location is at documents. So I go to documents. Even odd, even odd, even odd. Where is E? So I have even odds. Then I can open it like that. Let me try to run it. So this is just a random run. It's just a random run. The robot. I have people unmuting their mic. So kindly mute your mic so that we can be together. Thank you. So let me try to reset it. So the maximum acceptable loss, the expected profit, the initial amount 45, and then the win amount. Let me try also 45. So I'm also going to run it randomly again. So you should be observing basically how the robot is performing, whether it is fast or not. But this one, you'll be able to get it well when you use the robot yourself. So the next thing I'm basically going to do is just send you the robot so that you can be able to work with it and basically see whether the robot is working as fast as possible. Sometimes you find the Deriv usually do have what we call manipulation. Sometimes your robot is taking a lot of time to run. So you can see this one is basically trading legit odd. So I've been trading odd and it has been making a lot of losses. So right now it has gotten to stop loss. So we need to have what we call a strategy. So I want to look for a robot that I have created a specific strategy for. So I have the even odd auto switch masterboard version. Auto switch masterboard version. Yes, named it quite funnily. So I want us to load it. The reason I hate even odd is because making consecutive losses is very easy. Making consecutive losses on even odd, especially if you have a small account, please don't try trading even odd because you're going to blow the account. Especially, you're going to blow the account and it is going to be very hard for you to recover. It can take you into deep losses. So let me try to locate those documents. So I have this strategy, African culture, auto switch, master version, manual. So I'll be generous enough also to provide this strategy for you, this PDF for you. So it's a simple strategy for binary options on Deriv, particularly trading even odd contracts. It involves defining what we call clear rules and conditions based on your criteria. So a step-by-step guide. So step number one, you have the objective, you have the tools, you have the step-by-step strategy, you have a lot of information that we are not really going to deal with. We have even the coding for the robot and all that. So this one was a very detailed manual on strategy. So I want us to load the robot itself on our platform, see how basically it performs. So let us just load it again. Let's load it. I have a lot of robots here. When locating it is hectic. Wait. So now this one has we have the normal conditions. We have the next trade condition is basically even. So on the strategy, we'll be basically looking for three uh, odd, odd outcomes. So I'll show you. Let us first look at the settings. So we have the maximum acceptable loss. This is where you set your stop loss, obviously. Expected profit. So the initial amount and the win amount. So if you go ahead and run it, you can see this is an auto switch. So you can see the first one, it has made profit with even, then it has switched odd. So still, right now the market conditions and the market is really not good. If you are doing this and you're making a lot of losses on a demo account, then you should really you should really think about trading some other time. You can see you have made the recovery, but the recovery is on the fourth martingale. So imagine if you had a $2 account, what would have happened? You would have probably been staking with $1 all. If it is $2, then you should be staking with 0.35 as your stake. So if you are staking with $2, someone who would be staking with $2 on this account is what you should be doing. The initial amount, the initial stake, $0.35. The win amount still put to $0.35. On the expected profit, you can choose to input either 0.35 or you can say probably you want to print $1. And then on the stop loss, it should be a higher figure. So any amount that you are depositing, that should be your risk amount. So just put in a higher figure like that. Let us try to run it, we see. So if you are running it, then it's going to stick with 0.35 like that. Even if the account's outcome or the predictions outcomes are random, then you see right now if it was $2 with that kind of a martingale, which is basically two, you would have lost that account because it has recovered on which on the fourth still on the fourth recovery. So even odd, something that I've noted on even odd is that have you need to have an account that is going to allow you that is going to allow your martingale to run. So I have been working on a very another even odd strategy that basically I leave that robot to run. So basically, probably in the night. Last time I made it, it made how many runs? Like 300. It was like 326 runs, and it made double the stake. But I was using the demo account, so because I'm still testing it. But I've come to realize that if you want to make money on even odd, for those people who are really interested in even odd, so what you need to note as the most important thing is that you need to have a good amount. You need to have a good amount to allow your robot to make the martingale. Because remember, the outcomes is mostly 50-50, but on the recovery, you're going to make good profits if the bot basically recovers. And I had actually set the martingale to 2.3. So when it makes a recovery, especially on the martingale, it makes profits margin rise with a significant amount, which really helps from the account from blowing up. Because the most important thing that we are trying to do is to not blow that account up. So you need to have a good amount. At least your account should allow, let's say, martingale to like times 5 or 6. You find that sometimes it was losing. Okay, let us see. In this particular scenario here, We have made how many consecutive losses? 1, 2, 3. So it has recovered on the fourth run. So let us try to run it again. You see, the same case or the same thing might still happen. So we run it again. We see if it makes consecutive loss, where is it recovering? Sometimes we really need to think critically when we are using these robots because we are the one who set the conditions for the robots. So you can see we have made 2 losses. So let us see how long it is going to take. So in that case, it has recovered on the that run. So it has made another loss. Let us see if it is going to continue making losses or at which 3 consecutive losses. So it is very possible to make these losses. You can see 3 losses, it has recovered on the 4th loss, on the 4th time. So if your account is not going to allow this kind of martingale, kindly, you should not. You see, it has printed take profit, but it has been able to print that $1 because it has been able to martingale. Otherwise, if it wouldn't be martingale, then there's nothing you're doing with even odd. If your account doesn't allow you to martingale, then there's nothing you're doing. So you can see the maximum it's going, it's like it is recovering mostly on the 4th run. So if your robot really can't allow you to have an allowance of a martingale up to 5, 6 runs, then it is advisable for you not to try and trade even odd. So we have seen that the first trade inaingia even. Well, our first trade is always odd. So when you're doing the analysis, then it's just the simple way we do it. So you just need to duplicate your tab. You duplicate it, then you create a new tab that is separate, and then you press them side to side so that you can look at the market on one side and look at the bot on the other side. So it is still possible to do that on your on your phone. It's possible to split screen still on your phone. So the other thing is we want just go ahead and change our market to from Deriv bot to the Deriv trader so that we look at the market that we are looking at. So a very simple strategy that I use, although I don't really trade even not that much. It's like right now, I want now to start trading even odd aggressively because even though there is a market that can really give you a lot of money, but it's also if you have an account that is going to allow that martingale effect to work. So I'm looking at the last 3 um, points where the tick pointer hits last 3 digits. Are they even or odd? So I want them to be even so that I can run. So if it hits a digit like 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, so the example is, so we can write the strategy. So for those people who want to just note it down. So thing number 1 is that um, we need to have a market that is not manipulated. So like this market, this volatility 75 1 second index, although it is not the one we are trading on the robot. So on the robot, it's volatility 100 1 second index. If you see 2 red bars and 2 green bars on a market, just leave that market. Look at a market that is basically stable. Look at a market that is stable.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm looking at
hello.
I'm looking at this market, this volatility 100 1 second index. I can see the green bar and the red bar. So I have like the market is shifting on the green bar. So between digits 7 and 5, which are both odd digits.
Can you change? Can you change? It is over and under.
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. So it is over and under. Let me change to even odd. Thank you for that. Uh, okay, so we are on even odd. So I think the percentages will still be the same. I think. Anyway, we are looking at volatility 100 1 second index. And I'm really not liking that market because of the shifts, the sudden shifts I'm getting on the red bars and the green bars. So I might as well decide to look for another market. Sometimes it's really hard. You find that you take a lot of time to get a market that is really that really has all your conditions being met. Sometimes you find that people lose money because they were not impatient enough to look for a market that has all the conditions like being okay. Like right now, we are under manipulation right now. You might find us making a lot of losses even on a market like DeFi because see two red bars, two green bars, like they're interchanging. This is volatility 25. We have seen that on volatility 10. We have seen that on volatility 100. So let us try to look at volatility. This is 51s. So the green bar is at 11.6%. The next digit that follows it is digit 3 with 10.9. Red bar is at digit 7 with 9.1. I have digit 8 at 9.3, digit 6 at 9.2, which means it can change at any time. But let us try our luck with this one. So this one at 50 index. Then we're going to run our robot if any digits, odd digits appear 3 times consecutively. So that I mean, if a digit like 1, 3, 5 appear at the same time, all 7, 7, 5, all 3, 1, 9. So like we are from 1, we have gone to 6, so we have to reset again. 9, let us look where we go. We go to 7, then 8. So they should follow odd numbers, 3 odd numbers. I mean, sorry, it should be 3 even numbers. So we are looking at 8, and we are looking at 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Those are our even numbers. So they need to at least you have 3 digits. So 3 even digits following each other consecutively appear. So like 0, 4, it has gone to 3. That is an odd digit. So 0, 2, 5. So the last one has been odd digits. So we can't run that. So but now you understand. So I have 8, 7, 3, 1. Those are all odd. So we are waiting now for 0, 7. So immediately I see those 3 digits 2, 8, 5. The market is under manipulation. I believe you can as well see how that pointer is moving. It's moving somehow weirdly. So 2, 8, 7, 0, 1. This market is very unstable. Right now, trading on a live account, you're going to find it rough. The market is really under very high manipulation. So if you see the tick pointer is also very unstable, then you're going to, because it is still going to be unstable on the robots, and you might experience. So let me try to look for an index that doesn't have the 1 second to see if it is a little bit more stable than the 1 second indexes. So I have volatility 50 index. I have volatility 50 index. And let us see 807, 6, 7. So we are waiting for 3 even digits to appear. 6, 2, 7. So still, if you see like you are running and you have like 2 digits after they appear, then that digit is odd. Then you can still try running it with 2 digits. Although the strategy that we have really tested is on the 3 digits. So 3 even digits appear, then you run your robot. So like let us see. I have 2. From 2 it has gone to 4 and then to 9. So the last digit has been odd. So 8, 7. So guys, this thing requires a lot of work. You need to have a lot of time to do this. Otherwise, if you're on your lunch break and you're trying to trade, you might find yourself making some funny mistakes, and then you end up losing your account. Sometimes it's not even about the strategy; it's about the time that you're dedicating on the market. So you can see I haven't executed any trade. I've been here in the past 5 minutes trying to look for a trade, and I haven't found any. So it really tests someone's patience sometimes. Really does test someone's patience sometimes. But sometimes the best thing is that if you get the market is not under manipulation, then you can make very good profits utilizing the same strategy. When the entry is, so let me see. I've been late. I haven't really done. I haven't. I hadn't put the, what do you call it, the pop up thing on top. That's why the first trade has been a loss. But still, you get to take profit. The secret to this one is just having an account that is going to allow you to martingale. You still you can set a stop loss. Assuming you have an account of like $10, then you can set a stop loss of like $2. So it basically means you have like 4 trials at the end of the day. So you can see it has gotten to take profit, but it has only martingaled 2 times. On the third time, that was the worst time. It made 2 losses and it recovered on the third. Let me see if I can get um, any other entry within the next 2 minutes. If I don't, then I'll have to send you the robot. And also the strategy, the strategy, the manual itself, you can just go through it. It has detailed explanation of everything that you're supposed to do. So I have 4, I have digit 4 and then 7. So it resets. I have 0, 7, resets again. So I'm waiting for 3 even numbers to appear. And I should have clicked on run. So I'm waiting to click now on okay. So 2, 8, 6, like that. Then I try to click okay, I see. See, the market is under pure manipulation. If you're using a strategy and you're making losses, just know that your market is under manipulation. You can see even on the first run we have made, it has made a loss on the first run. So if it is making a loss on the first run and you're utilizing the strategy very well, then it's important that you consider not trading that market, especially on Deriv. On Forex, we really have no manipulation. So if I've seen a zone that that zone is a buying zone, then I'm going to recover. Like today I've made like how many trades? 3 trades. The first trade won. It was on gold. The second trade was on the British pound against the Japanese yen. I lost money, but I recovered on the third trade, which I also took some other buys on gold. So basically means since this is something that is being traded worldwide, it's what the country, the nations are doing everything. You are really not going to lose any money if you have the right skills to trade those markets. Now, I want you to look at something here. We have said that the secret to even odd is martingale. So you see, it lost the first time, recovered on the second one. Lost 3 runs, recovered on the fourth one. Again, 2 losses, recovered on the third one. So if you really don't allow your boat to martingale, you're not going to go anywhere with even odd. That is the only thing I can comment. So the thing is, I'm still going to give you this robot for free. You're going to test it. I don't like sugarcoating because I can wait until the time I'm going to get perfect results. Because if the market is not under manipulation, you even get the 5, 6 runs on even odd, basically being win trades. So I can show you that and tell you, oh, this robot is making wonders. And then you're going to go to your market and then you're going to experience these kind of results. Because I believe anyone in this class, this is what you basically, this is actually what happens in the market. So if you're going to expect that you're going to basically make money and not lose money, at the end of the day, you are really not on the right track. So basically, what you need to understand is you need to note this. You have losses, but as long as the money you're making is more than the losses you're making, that's the most important thing. So I think I don't have anything else to add on that. So at least someone who has been thinking about even not, you can take this robot, try it. You can still come up with your own strategy. Look at how many, if it touches odd, if you enter, is it going to make a loss? Because that is how basically develop strategies. It's not magic. It's something that you go to the market, you observe, then you see the kind of results that you are getting. You can try executing it at one run on the, if it hits digit, if it hits something like a digit even, because the first entry is digit odd. So the first trade is even. So if you're looking at the conditions on the robot, as I wind up here, the next trade condition is even. So before anything, it's going to purchase first odd. So that's why we are looking for even digits, because we want to enter when the market is now probably shifting to an odd digit. So that's why we have said we want to have 3 even digits. Then from there, we try and run our robot. But if you want to make money, allow your robot to martingale and have a good account on this one. So that is it. I don't have much to add on that.